Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Tips and Tricks with Deanna, brought to you by DTG Connection. Today we'll be creating a gang sheet using Photoshop for direct to film. The first thing we need to do is create a new file to the size of your sheet. Most sheets are either 8.5 by 11 or 13 by 19, but I'm going to go ahead and create it 13 by 19. You want to still keep the resolution at 300 and the background transparent. Let's go ahead and create this. Okay. Next, you're going to open the graphic that you want to create the sheet with. So go to File, Open, find the image that you want to use. So if you watched episode 1 of this series, I created this graphic for direct to film already. Next, what you need to do is click and hold the tab right here and drag it off the screen. Then you're going to go to the Layer submenu here on the right side. You're going to click down on the layer and then drag it over to the new canvas. You can now close the graphic layer. You can resize it as needed. What I usually do, I pull it to the corners and then click down on the corner bounding box and then resize it. I'm going to change this to about 4 inches. To accept the change, make sure you hit the check mark. Next, what you're going to do is duplicate the layer by going to this layer submenu here. You're going to click and drag the image like you see this down to the plus sign with the square around it. Then you're going to go back to your graphic and drag it. Keep aware of the guidelines so you can make sure that it stays aligned. You're going to repeat the process to the right until the sheet is filled horizontally. Okay. If you want to make sure that everything's completely even, what you can do next is where the layer submenu is, hold down the shift key on your keyboard and select the 3 layers you created. Then you're going to go to the top right here for the alignment tools, hit the 3 dots and distribute the spacing evenly. Next, keeping these 3 layers highlighted, you're going to drag it back down to the plus sign with the square around it. And then you're also going to drag this down, keeping it as well aligned as possible. So if you can see how you have the crosshair with the purple lines, what I usually do is I use the down arrow key just to give it a little bit of space in between. So I tap mine twice. I'm going to repeat the process like so. 1, 2, and again. You're going to repeat this until the sheet cannot fill any more graphic. See, if I do one more layer, I can tell that, oh, I do have enough room. Just kidding. So we have enough room to do everything onto the sheet. Keep in mind, not everybody's sheet will be perfectly aligned or fit the exact parameters of the 13 by 19, then that's okay. If you have extra space left over, what you can do next is go to Image, Trim, hit OK. Remove any other pre-existing pixels that are not needed. Then you're just going to go to File, Export, Quick Export as PNG, name the file, and save. And now you have created a gang sheet for direct to film. Thank you for watching this episode of Tips and Tricks. If you want to see more, please visit us at dtgconnection.com or our social media channels or YouTube. Have a great day, everyone.